Hello, I'm Mark with Luneau Technology USA, the exclusive distributor of the SEIKO Japan binocular autorefractors keratometers, specifically the WAM 5500A. Today we'll be discussing how to implement this into the AURA myopia research project. So what makes the WAM 5500 such a unique device for a myopia research project? Other than ease of use, it offers an open field view so the patient is looking at a natural near point or distance target. For the AURA project, we will be measuring a target at 4 meters, roughly 13 feet. When the WAM 5500A is unpackaged and set up on your instrument table, a couple things you should keep in mind. See the handle here for lifting the device and the base. That's how you lift the device. Do not lift the device by the headrest. When you raise the headrest all the way up by turning the knob, raise it all the way up, and there is, for packaging purposes, there is a felt cloth underneath the head. You just tear that off, go around the device, and remove it, and you're all good. When you receive your WAM 5500A, it'll be double boxed for security purposes. You remove the 2 outside straps and remove the outer box. On the inside box, there will be simple instructions on the unpackaging of the device. Also, there is another box inside with all the accessories. You do not need all of the accessories. Specifically for this project, you will need the extra paper rolls. You will need the 2 chin rest pins, which will be put on the headrest. From there, the most important accessory is the model eye. The model eye is calibrated to each specific WAM 5500A. You will remove the contact lens cap, and now the model eye fits right in the pins. So that's for proper alignment, and we will get into that further. With the power cord supplied in the ancillary kit, we plug it in, simple on and off switch on the side of the device. Takes a short while for the device to boot up. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how to set up the device for the specific AURA project. First, we got print button, mode. Mode is the button we want. We go in. Now we're going to set our default settings. Once we have these set, they will not change unless someone goes and changes them on us. However, simply you can see the arrows up and down. We want to go down to the second step, which is VD for vertex distance. Here the third button moves us right to left. We want to move that over to 12. Okay, now we come down to the next spot, cylinder minus. Very important, it says start. The highlighted letters are the ones we are working with. We want to go over to auto 3-1. We're going to take 3 refractive measurements and 1 K measurement automatically. Okay, then we go refractive keratometry, spherical equivalent. We want to turn that on. Remember, the green highlighted is the active element. Okay, then we page down. Now we just want to check our date. We're good. And then the little bottom button is the return button. Okay, so now we're going to load the paper. I always say the most difficult thing about the WAM 5500A is the loading of the paper. But not that it's difficult, just takes a little practice. This is an auto cutter, okay? In the operations manual, which comes with the device, page 54 highlights how to load the paper. Once you do it, you'll become acclimated to it and it'll be second nature. I'll show you how to load the paper now. First, we pull the cutter up. Okay, we see our paper roll. Most important thing is that you load the paper correctly. It is thermal paper. Backside in. If you go this way, it will not print. Okay, so the thermal paper gets loaded. Okay, now there's a little lever here, unlocking the roller. So you push that up. Now you're going to align the paper in back of the roller, and you hold the print button down, and it'll automatically load it. so what I want to do is you see how the edge gets crinkled. I want to align it so it's in perfect alignment. I lock it down. See, so it's in perfect alignment. There's a metal bar that's the width of the paper. If you're too far right, too far left, you'll get this crinkling effect. Okay, now we load it through the auto cutter. You need to stand up so you can see through it. There we go. Now, cut her down. If you forget to engage that little black lever, you'll get a message that the printer is not working. And then you just gotta open it back up and engage. Now we run it through and we're closed. Now we can run a test print. This is where your data from the measurements will come out. Okay. Okay, now we're going to take a measurement actually. What we first have to do is align our model eye. This is if the patient is actually sitting there. What we want to do, is you want to be able to, the patient's eye needs to be to the height of the eye mark here. So as I'm using this particular table just for demonstration purposes, you'll be using an auto instrument table which moves up and down as well. Okay, so now we're in alignment. Now we can adjust the head up or down. Okay, see that? What we're going to do is focus, but first, come down to the third button. It says ACOM RK. For the Aura project, we are going to do RK only. So you page down. Word of special mention. If you turn the device off, it'll go back to the default setting of this particular button, so you would have to page through to RK again. If you leave it on, it will not change. Okay, so now, this is a locking peg. We unlock. And now we're moving the device accordingly. From my experience, it's very easy to operate when you hold, left hand is holding the base and moving right to left, and this is moving us up, down. Okay, so now I'm going to get into focus, and I'm going to come into play, and notice, once it's in focus, it did the automatic measurements. Now I'm measuring a model eye, so I can't do right and left eye. Otherwise, when we do the right eye, it'd give us the spherical equivalent, plus the refractive and cylinder data. But this is a model eye. Now, what is important is on the model eye, there are specific measurements, as you see. 4.75, the model eye, this device is in exact calibration, 4.75 at a VT of 12, which are VT of 12. Please understand that the manufacturer suggests that plus or minus 0.25 diopter is within tolerance. However, if you contact me because you're questioning the accuracy of the device, the first thing I will have you do is get the model eye, mount it, and let's take some measurements. Or, if you have a questionable subject, I would be asking you, can you send me the results of the subject along with what the WAM 5500 is estimating? A couple of important things on the operation of the WAM 5500. If you notice, it is angled off to the side for the operator. Operator doesn't want to sit in front as the patient is looking through at our target. So you're sitting off to the side. Also, they provide a distance target. It's your choice whether this target makes sense or if you have a target of your own, which is more desirable. However, when you measure, there's a red ring that's doing the measurement. That red ring has an optical axis out to the distance target. This is from the patient side now. They're going to be looking at the distance target, which we will mount at the 4 meters desired for the Aura myopia research project. The important thing with this target is that you have it on the optical plane. There will be a red measurement ring, so you'll need some help from a colleague to make sure that you put the target up here, you'll get a measurement, but it will not be accurate. We need to be on the plane, the visual plane. There is directions in the manual about that. In review, I'm sure you readily recognize the simplicity of the WAM 5500A. However, that is not to be a detriment to its technology. It is one of the most accurate, as we say, autorefractors that I have ever handled. With that in mind, I'm always readily available to be of assistance. You'll have my contact information. Again, I'm Mark with Luneau Technology USA. Please don't ever hesitate to contact me. Enjoy.